The following is a transcript between Matías De Stefano, referred to as me, and his higher self, referred to as I am, originally produced on May 10th, 2021, under the constellation of Taurus in the mental week, examining through the toroidal field. Me. Insomnia. No mosquitoes today, but insomnia. I woke up with anxiety at about 5 a.m., with palpitations, agitated as if I have an important exam the next day. I am. Excess of the future. Me. Huh? I am. Your mind is in the year 2024 and you're still in 2021. Me. I know. But it's just that the present is already integrated and everything is working, and it's like I find myself anxious to know that the time to leave is approaching. Maybe there are another 3 months to go, but still, I feel it's fast approaching. The date of the blue moon, August 22nd, and I feel nervous about it perhaps, although I know I should be calm. And yes, my head is manifesting so much future, so many things, so many projects, ideas, movement, that I can't stop myself, and already my body is still enough. I am. I know that your being yearns to move forward, and because the information of the following is taking shape, your whole being is excited to carry it out. It is already, the time is coming, and the truth is that there will always be a time, and what is to be realized will be realized. You managed to live the present in this week, and now you woke up the future, and you see how your body feels it. Me. Yes, I get upset. I am. You get off your axis. It is good to know what you will do and what is coming and how you will do it, just as it is good to recognize that to get there, it is not enough the idea of the future, but the stay in the present. For everything is a process, and there will be no future without the present. Me, I understand. I always fall into the same thing. Why, in spite of months of work, do I fall into the same thing? I am. Oh no, you don't fall into the same mistake. You simply express what you are. We cannot escape what we are. The reason why many people repeat circumstances, emotions, relationships, and projects in their life is not merely a matter of karma to be resolved, but of human design. There are many times when things are repeated because we have not learned them. But there are things that are repeated from within because they are a part of us. It is not that you fall into the same thing. It is that the same thing is you, and you are only learning to know yourself. And the task of knowing yourself is not a simple year. It is not enough. Do the flowers, leaves, and fruits of a tree fail because they fall to the ground? Me. No, it's the beginning of a new cycle. I am. And when you consider that you fall and that you fell, and observe the leaves from the trees in autumn or the fruit of the summer, contemplate how each year the plants allow themselves to fall, to let go, something that from the positivist's vision may seem a failure, is nothing more than a certain act of resurrection. You just have to realize this as the moment of resurrection, of recognizing that you are dropping a part of yourself so that a new one will bloom. And as the moon in Sagittarius that you are, with your Jupiter in Aries, it is normal that anxiety for the future and big projects make you feel this. Discover well what your design is. Recognize each part that composes you in astrology, in human design, in psychology, in biodecoding, and so many other tools of self-discovery that will give you tools to know yourself. And listen carefully to this word, know yourself. Me. What does this imply? I am. It is different from changing. People seek to change, to transform themselves out of nonconformity. When you do what we do, looking for new paths and therapies because we are not comfortable with who we are. And herein lies one of the greatest conflicts, because you pretend to change something that you have not really had the luxury of knowing. Me. Ganati Seatan, said the Delphic oracle, know thyself. I am, and you will know the universe. To know oneself is to discover the shadows and the lights, accepting them as they are. The goal of knowing yourself is not to turn the shadows into light, to illuminate the shadows as they preach, but to recognize why they are there, to understand their usefulness, to know how to use it. Tell me, why do you get so upset when you think about the future? Me. Because it came here to mobilize me. It makes me alert, and knowing what I must do makes me desperate for the fact of being still here and not being able to do it before. I am, and why would you want to do it sooner? Me. Because sometimes I think I'm wasting my time, or I find myself enjoying life when I should be doing social work. I am. And what makes you think that you're not doing day-to-day social work anymore? Me. I don't know. I think it's the fact that I don't go to see people or see the results. I am. And where would you like to see the results? Me. In schools, in children, in young people building a new world? I am. It makes you anxious to think how you will reach them without intervening in their freedom of choice and thought. Me, yes, I feel responsible, and at the same time, I feel that I'm not taking responsibility, that I'm creating a very big things in my mind that are not that way. I am. The big thing that you imagine is the way, for only then will you form what you expect. Your anxiety to see the results does not let you see the process. Therefore, I repeat, know yourself. When we know ourselves, we discover the usefulness of shadows and lights, and we can understand the reasons. Now, ask yourself, when you feel this anxiety, what have you achieved? Me. I have a lot of ideas, and I shape them very fast. I am. So your state of anxiety awakens manifestation. So you must use that anxiety as creative energy. All emotion is energy, and all harmful emotion is nothing more than misdirected energy. Take that emotion and use it to manifest something, whether it is a project, or whether it is dancing, whether it is walking, whether it is ordering. Each person will find their own way. But take advantage of that energy that is part of you and that harms you only because you don't know it and you deny its usefulness. Me, I understand. It is not a question that I will change my anxiety throughout life, but that I can learn to channel it with a practical purpose, at least figure out how to do it. I am. That's right. So you need to discover the potential and manifest it. And to do that, you need to know it. Know yourself. And the real goal is to be comfortable with who you are. It is the key to wellness. Me, well-being sounds to me like another word that sums up the social objective. People seek to reach a level of well-being that allows us to live well. And for that, we need to acquire goods and be well. I am. That's where it comes from. Bien and estar, well and being. In Latin, the word good comes from bonus, good, and the deformation of duonus, which comes from the Indo-European du, meaning mighty and to worship, from where the idea and the name of God, Dios, is born. The meaning is that the one who does things is worshipped for having power, and the power is related to the products of his doing, his wealth, external or internal, which gave rise to the idea of material goods. Of course, added to the concept of being, it describes the subject who has managed to incorporate himself in the path of empowerment and therefore governs his life according to his desires. And from desires arises the word well, in English a formation arising from will, born from the Indo-European vel, desire, to want, that gave the Latin languages the word will. the desire and the will to be in harmony, to have what is necessary to govern oneself. Me. To achieve well-being is to be able to direct one's life in harmony beyond the processes. It is a constant. I am. There can be ups and downs, there can be conflicts, but well-being is constant if you manage to make those conflicts no others than those that you impose on yourself in order to grow. Those nonconformities that you yourself originate with the intention of expanding yourself while others face unwanted conflicts. Me. To achieve well-being in life goes beyond comfort, to seek harmony in the whole process of confirmation and transformation. Is that it? Self-governance. That is, navigating myself. I am. That's right. Let's review wellness. You are the source of all things, for you do not come from a source, but you are the very source itself fragmented, like a drop of water from a spring. And when that drop moves, it generates waves and echoes that resonate, making your existence molded according to the resonance, to the vibration of your attunement. This movement generates that current that gives you energy, which expands, making you abundant. And this abundance gives you strength to be able to live and manifest in matter, recognizing it is the extension of your dreams. Thus, matter will give you the security that you need to recover from yourself here and now, to take hold of the wealth that lives in you, and to be able to feel comfortable with yourself. All of this path leads you to the stage of well-being. It is not produced by being rich, or by obtaining security, or by accumulating matter, or by being strong, or by having abundant resources and excess energy, or by vibrating higher, or by connecting with universal sources. Well-being is not in getting those things, but in being these attributes, discovering them in you, knowing that you have them by nature. Thus, no matter in which circumstances of your life you find yourself, you will always know that you are the master of your destiny, the master of your actions, creator of your realities, and harmonically, in the ups and downs of the cosmic waves, you can say that you live in eternal well-being. I am the eternal origin living in eternal well-being. Me. I have well-being, for I live in harmony. Messages of Serapis Bey. I am the source of all life, manifested spirit. In me dwells all the kingdoms of creation. My temple is the light that radiates in the world. It is the gold that shines divine in the mundane. My mother is reality. My father is will. He knows who, without condition, manages to see himself loved in matter, discovers wisdom in the soul, and is able to act from the spirit. Be the ruler of your life, and this is why you have created it, to feel with your senses the subtlest of thoughts. Dare to live without shame of what you have created. Live, and only then will you be eternal.